questions in the simple present. I will talk about questions in the present, questions in the past, and questions in the future. This is not a very basic lesson, okay? That's not it at all. I'll be giving some basic explanations, but it's not a basic lesson. So if you want a complete simple present video, a complete simple past video, a complete future video, I have them on my channel. There are many playlists here, okay? This is more practical to help you talk, to help you ask questions, to help you review important content so that you can communicate more easily and get inspired by choosing interesting subjects you want to talk about, okay? Now, in general, there are two types of questions, closed-ended and open-ended. What's the difference? Closed-ended questions are questions that are yes or no. Do you like sports? Yes. No. Do you speak foreign languages? Yes. No. Did you watch a movie last weekend? Yes. No. Are you going to travel next year? No. I don't know. So these are simple questions because it requires a yes or no answer, okay? Of course, I can continue my answer like, are you going to travel next year, Priscilla? No. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going to be like next year. So this part is not really the answer. This part is additional. I am in a conversation, so I say no, and then I want to explain. I want to give more information. That is common. But the question itself was, are you going to travel next year? Yes or no? I didn't ask where. I didn't ask when. I didn't ask how. I just want to know yes or no. Are you going to travel next year? I don't know. Now, open-ended questions are more interesting. Actually, these are the questions I want you guys to study, to prepare for, okay? And why is that? And this is interesting because when I'm talking to advanced students, when I talk to intermediate students, whenever I ask them, ask me a question, fast, come on, give me your best. They ask me yes, no questions. Teacher, do you like sports? Do you live in Brazil? Because they don't practice asking questions. So the open-ended questions are the real-world questions, are the questions that you are going to need when talking to people in English. Of course, you are going to use yes, no questions. Of course, absolutely, you are. But open-ended questions are going to help you step up the game, have more ideas of what to say. It'll help you continue the conversation, make the conversation more interesting. Imagine a conversation where you only ask yes, no questions. Okay, are you from here? Yes. Do you like the food? Yeah. Do you live here? No. Do you need help? No. Are you going home? Yes. Are you enjoying the party? Yeah. Imagine a conversation like this. Where's the what, the when, who, how long? These are important things, and they are only going to happen in open-ended questions when you actually ask more information, you ask for more information. This is what's going to happen when you are in a conversation with someone. They are going to ask more and more and more questions. They may start with yes and no, but after a while, they will ask you for more, okay? Now, checking the structure, okay? Open, closed-ended, sorry. Simple present, okay? Let's talk about simple present now. If you're going to ask a closed-ended question in the simple present, you have two options of structure here. Do and does, because it's simple present. Then you have the this is the sequence, okay? And for people in my email list, yes, if you are in my email list, you're beautiful. Tomorrow or Wednesday, no, today is Monday. Today is Monday. So tomorrow or Wednesday morning, I will be sending a PDF file with all of these explanations. So, you're welcome. But only tomorrow if you are in my email list, okay? Now, I have two options of structure. In the present for, I put closed-ended in both, but the second one is open-ended. Closed-ended, the yes and no questions. Do and does, then after that, the subject, he, she, it, you, the doctor, the house, the apartment, the government, the city. Then the verb, an action. Do, like, study, drink, buy, sell, whatever verb you need. And then a complement. Anything, what is a complement? Any group of words, a small, short group of words, 2, 3, 4, 5 words, or just one to complete the idea of your question. It can be another verb. It's possible. It can be a pronoun. It's possible as long as it makes sense. And I'll be showing you some examples. The second option of closed-ended question is be plus subject plus complement. Verb to be, in this case, am, is, are, because I am talking about simple present. Then my subject, John, the party, the students, the dog, the church, a subject. Then a complement, anything that will complete the idea of the question, okay? If I ask you, do you like, and I stop, do you like? Finish up. Do you like vegetables? So vegetables will complete the idea of the question, because if I stop at like, the person will be like, do I like soccer? So you have to finish, complement, okay? Now looking at examples. Do, does here on YouTube, it's colorful. There are different colors, so you get to see the different parts of the question. So here we have do plus does, do or does, excuse me, plus subject, plus verb, plus complement. So as you see the colors, you will see the positions so that you can understand more easily. So here I'm using an example of question with do. What's the difference between do and does? The difference is in the pronoun. You will use do with you, we, they, and I. And does will be used with he, she, it, or any word that represents a pronoun in the third person of the singular. The house, the game, the doctor, singular. He, she, it, not we, you, they, I. Then you use does, okay? So do you like reading books in English? So here in the pink word is do. So I start with do. Then the yellow word is the subject. In this case, I used you. Do you? Then the orange word is like, the verb, do you like? Then the blue part is what I need. Maybe I need a verb. Maybe I need a noun. Maybe I don't need a noun. I just need another verb. I could use, do you like running? Do you like to run? It's possible. So this is the sequence you have to follow. But these are simple yes/no questions. Now an example with does. Does James? So does, the pink word, does. I start with does. Simple present, remember. Then James, the subject. And then like, I wanted to use like, but I could use another word here. Does James like reading books in English? Does your cousin remember your email address? So your cousin, he or she. So here I'm not using he or she or John or Peter. I'm using cousin. Does your cousin remember your email address? Do children, plural of child. So I cannot use does because children is a plural word. Do children have enough time to have fun? Well, I think so. Maybe not. Maybe yes. The second kind of question is with verb to be. Now, if you follow the slide and you see the colors, the pink color, the yellow color, and the blue color, you will see here that I don't have the orange color giving me another verb because I only use verb to be. Now, disclaimer, I'm not talking about present continuous. I'm just talking about simple present. In a future video, I can talk about asking questions in the present continuous, okay? Now here, my pink will be verb to be. I'm asking a question. So verb to be will come first. Are, is, or am, if I'm talking about myself, am I? Then the yellow, the person, the subject. Are you? Are they? Is she? Is James? Is Peter? Are your Friends, I forgot to put friends in yellow, but friends should have been in yellow. Are your friends from Jamaica? Are you Peter's sister? Is Sandra here? So that's the style of the question. And as you're watching this lesson, I really hope you can pause the video. Maybe not right now. Maybe right now you will keep going. But use this lesson as many times as possible. This morning I was studying Italian and I had to watch a video like this one, a grammar video. And I paused many times. I took notes. I created my examples because this kind of video is for you to use to study. Okay, so that's the goal. So here, I know I'm going a little fast, but you will be able to pause, take a look at the colors. I believe the colors are going to help you organize your questions when you practice, okay? Now, the second kind of question, the open-ended questions, the questions that are more interesting because they require more information, they will require more details. W8, why did I put W8 in white? Now we have a new color, we have white, okay? W8, do, does, then I follow the sequence. It's the same sequence, but the difference is now I am including W8. And this W8 represents what, where, when, how often, who, whose, why, which, many of them, okay? So looking at the examples, what, I have to start with W8 because it's an open-ended question. What do you like to do on the weekends or here on weekends? I missed the letter S, okay? So letter S missing on the slide. Don't be sad. What do you like to do on weekends? Where does James buy his shoes? Because I love James' shoes and they're so beautiful. Where does he buy his shoes? I need to know. Tell me, James. Who does your cousin live with or work with? When do your children go on vacation? So you see the sequence. And here, your children in the last example of W8 plus do, does, your should have been in yellow, your children, okay? When do your children go on vacation? The next one, verb to be. You see, again, I have to put the W8, the white W8 over there on the slide at the beginning, and then verb to be. However, I'm not going to use be. Who be? Your best friend. No, I have to conjugate be. Am, is, are. Remember, I'm talking about simple present here. When is your birthday? My birthday is on September 13th, best month of the year. Spring, it's beautiful, not too hot, not too cold, just simply the best. Dun, 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 dun. I'm simply the best. Why is Sandra here? So there is a common confusion here when making questions in English with verb to be and asking questions with do and does, okay? The most common confusion is to use verb to be for everything, okay? And that doesn't work, all right? That doesn't really work. So you cannot use verb to be to ask all kinds of questions. So I believe that by looking at this slide with the colors, you will be able to better understand when you use verb to be and when you use do does. Okay, so if you pay attention here to the simple present explanation, when I use simple present verb to be in the simple present, not present continuous, it's not possible for me to have another verb. The questions with verb to be are more limited, okay? Basically, when I'm not saying this is a rule, but in most situations, when I ask questions in the simple present with verb to be, they will be usually connected to feelings, very easy pieces of information, nouns, I'm confirming things. Are you okay? Are you okay? Oh, when is your birthday? Where are you from? Why are you so angry? So you see, these are the kinds of questions I usually ask when using verb to be, because here it's not possible for me to use another verb. If I want to do that, I don't need verb to be. I need to ask a question with do and does. Do you enjoy this kind of lesson? Do you watch the news every day? Do your friends come to visit you? You know, here I should have asked in the simple past, but do your friends like to visit you on the weekends? So if I need another verb, then I can't use verb to be. If my idea is to ask something about eating, drinking, buying, doing, verb to be is not the verb for you. And with this combination of colors, you can see that the questions with verb to be are more limited because verb to be has one specific meaning, one specific translation. Therefore, I will be very limited when it comes to asking questions with verb to be. When I'm using, let's see another verb, okay? Like. If I want to know where you are from, I can't use like, because like, the translation is wrong. I like sports, I like countries, I like music. But I like from, where are you like from? It doesn't work, okay?